Very well, everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play He's the Memories of Celceta. Last time we wandered, a little by mistake on my part, within the next village, and now, because, you know, how they say it, every place is like home? No, I don't know, but basically, yeah, when we wandered into the first village, we got captured. When we wandered into this village,
leave it to me.
Guess what? We got captured. But conveniently enough, there is a memory in our cell, so let's take a look at it. When I heard of someone crossing the forest, I had expected a well-built adult warrior. I had not expected a delicately built young man younger than even I. Regardless,
I honor the skill and courage you have displayed by crossing the territory of the beasts. My name is Ozma. My tribe is responsible for rearing the sacred beasts known as Spardas, and I currently serve as Selray's leader.
traditionally, the head of my tribe has also been the leader of this village, and thus I now serve that function. There is nothing more to the matter than that. Since you are here, if you wish to know more about life in this village, I will gladly tell you of the sacred beasts. We keep the Spartas in the building to the west of here. Come with me and I will show them to you. And so we're back in another flashback with Ozma. Let's see, anything else up here? Anything we can check out? Alright, so this is actually my first day of recording past a bit of an illness I had. It's just like, it wasn't that. It was like nothing super serious, just had a lot of high temperature. Like, I was getting close to the point where you've gotta go into the hospital. Like, there's no way. Like, you got that threshold right when you get to it. It's like, okay, as long as you're below that, you can stay home. But like, as soon as you touch that threshold, okay, you gotta go see a doctor. You gotta go to the hospital quickly because something's wrong. This is the building when we raise the Spartas. The livelihoods of everyone in this village are sustained by fishing. However, the rapids whirl perilously and the river has many different depths along its course. Given those conditions, can you imagine what it would be like to fish on a boat? Boat would be smashed to pieces, I guess. Not quite, but you would be swept along with the current and pulled toward the center of the forest. You have a distant look in your eyes. Is everything alright? I have experience with boats. At any rate, this is why the Spartas are useful here, as they can freely swim in the rapids. The fishermen of Selray fish while riding these creatures. Without the Spartas, we would not be able to survive in this environment. They are the beasts granted to us through divine providence to enable our survival. Thus we call them sacred beasts. Ah, but it must be boring you with this endless history. Why talk about them when they're right here to be met? Take a closer look. The limbs and tail allow them to swim freely through even the most turbulent of rapids. And the protuberances along their body, particularly on the head, provide the ideal body for treading water at high speeds. Those blades on their head, in fact, are the origin of the name Sparta, which is an old term for the edge of a sword. While they're technically beasts, Spartas are docile and intelligent. They obey the orders of the villagers with little resistance and rarely act violently. We attach saddles and stirrups to them so the fishermen can climb on top. That is an infant Sparta. No Spartas have ever been born here. Spartas originate from upstream. We bring them here when they're infants and raise them in this village. This building is the only place in Selray where the Spartas are raised. The reason for this is that I'm forbidden from telling the other villagers how to rear and care for them. Because that is the law of my tribe. And I'm now the last remaining member of that tribe. So, is your curiosity about the Spartas being sated now? It is late. I think that is enough for one day. I have no objection to that. It is unique to suggest something like that without a second thought. You will likely feel sick at first, though I somehow doubt that will discourage you. I had no idea you would be such a natural at this, Adol. But I feel I should probably warn you one thing. Take a look at the opposite shore. The current becomes significantly faster as one approaches. Even on a Sparta, it is not possible to cross the river completely. I would urge you not to get too close. What's over there?
No.
No one knows. No one has even been able to cross the river safely to find out. We refer to the area on the opposite shore as the Primeval Lands. It is said that the Spartans which now live here originated from those lands. The Sparta is a sacred beast bestowed upon this world by God. Some believe God resides in the Primeval Lands even now, but since we are unable to confirm, none can say that with certainty. So you met some guy called Ozma here, huh? Well, you really don't seem like the river poisoning type to me. But it's totally possible you let yourself get dragged into something and wound up unwittingly taking part in this mess. I cannot read. Either way, it looks like we need to meet this Ozma person and see what he has to say. But can we leave this area? Because there's a guard in front of the door. Again? What is this time? Can I see Ozma? Are you for real? Do you honestly not understand your position right now? Ozma is in the middle of a meeting wherein he will determine what is to be done with you. And even if that weren't the case, he's an essential figure in our village, a brilliant leader, particularly considering his age. We would never allow him to meet with the likes of you. What? What are you? That's really not a good idea. What's happening out there? We'll meet again, Adol. I have been informed of the situation.
No way.
So you were worried about Adol and came to see him, huh? That'd be an awful big help right now. So you're going to convince everyone that Adol here doesn't remember anything and didn't do anything wrong, right? Adol, is this man your friend? Yeah, he's a great friend.
I see.
Really? You have to choose your friends more carefully then. Hey, what the hell, man? I'm right here. You said your name was Duran. You need to think your position through a bit more carefully. Let us assume that Adol did indeed lose his memories. How does that fact prove his innocence in the matter? Such reasoning will not persuade a soul, certainly not mine. Well, yeah, I can't really argue with that. Does that mean you suspect Adol too? I still am uncertain what to believe, so I came to speak with Adol directly. Adol, I have a proposal for you. If you're truly innocent of this crime, that would mean the real culprit must still be out there. If you can find the real culprit, then and only then will I trust your innocence. Will you agree to this arrangement? It's not like I have any other choice, so sure.
I see.
Very well, there's no time to waste then. I will tell the villagers to cooperate with your investigation. Investigation? What we're supposed to do exactly? Naturally, you'll be allowed to walk around the village. I will be accompanying you. Accompanying. I don't know, is that right? That way, you will be able to conduct your investigation without worrying the villagers. Hey, works for me. Are you sure it's alright to lead around suspected criminals when you're the guy in charge? People might think you're on our side or something.
No.
I do not take sides. Proving a suspect's innocence or guilt is one of my duties as village leader, and the first step toward ending this. I do what is best for Selray. I can see why they look up to you here. Thinking nothing of it. As promised, I have explained the situation to all the villagers, and I've asked them to cooperate with your investigations, so do speak your mind on any questions you may have. Kinda makes me nervous seeing as we haven't proven our innocence yet. Okay, let's go see if we can find any clues. Right, and so now we get at least to look around Selray a bit more. So, yeah, I've basically not just recovered from this illness. Can I speak to this fish? No. It's solid though. I've recovered since a few days. But yeah, I had to stay 4 days at home from work. And now this is the first recording session since the change of my workplace. So that's fun. It has been working out so far, but then again, I literally just started on Monday, so I'm still like in that process of figuring out every single, because I have to carry over every single thing I've done in the previous place. And since It basically, I stayed home on sick days, 4 days, right? And basically I came back on the day before we had to move. So basically I had a week of all the stuff that I do at work. And so now I'm trying to, deal with all the old stuff. I try to clear all the things that I haven't been able to do. And once I'll be done that and I'll be good, then it will all be better. Because then I can start working for real and not just work on things that are like a week old. Anyway, let's talk to some people. You're wasting your time if you think you're going to be able to prove innocence. The Red Hat is the culprit. Nothing will change that. Do you have any evidence to back that claim, Rival? Of course, the poison came from upstream, right? And upstream is the dwelling of the Spartas. So the sacred beasts live upstream. How does that prove Adol's culprit? Because no one from this village would dare go upstream and approach the sacred beast dwelling. No, unless they were one of Ozma's tribesmen anyway. But there's only one of those left, and it's Ozma himself. That he's the prime suspect, I guess. So the only one who could have gone upstream to poison the river from there would be an outsider. Those are in pretty short supply. Ozma could be the culprit too. You gotta be kidding. There's no way Ozma could be the culprit. What a ridiculous thing to say. The very notion is offensive. If you objectively analyze the evidence we have gathered, however, it is a perfectly valid theory. Naturally, I was not responsible, but nor I could provide enough evidence to convince an impartial judge of my innocence. Well, don't worry, Ozma. I have all the evidence that suggests he's the culprit. You were asking about the sacred beast dwelling, you know? Yeah, he's like that. If there's something new and exciting to explore, he wants to explore it. It's in his nature. Say what you want, he still did it. Don't you have any shame at all? You could spare yourself a lot of embarrassment if you just confess. Said all I have to say. I don't want to talk to you any longer. Go away and never return. Man, Adol, you don't really seem to be popular around here. I guess you do stick your nose in everybody's business, though, so it's really not any surprise. Well, after that interesting conversation, let's see what you have to say. Adoltish, old Shay, we're not allowed to play in the water for a while. I'm not so bored. Alright. Anybody in the house here? What's going on up here? Adol, good luck with your investigation. I refuse to believe anyone who Ozma developed such kinship could ever think of poisoning our river. So I believe in you, Adol. I know you didn't do it. Good, we got some girls on our side. That's always nice to know. We're trying to find the one who poisoned the river. Don't want to believe you did it, and Cecily doesn't either. So I hope you can find a real criminal. Alright, nothing important in here. I do want to check out the shop. That's for sure. We don't look like the kind of person who poisoned the river. I suppose let's have to wait and see how our investigation goes. Anything else up here? No. Can we switch to Ozma, by the way?
Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
He's in the party, but he's not selectable, well, at least for right now. Of course, he will be selectable later. That's not even a spoiler at this point. Looks like she was at work again today, but damn that damn Hawken keeps getting in my way, so I can't stare at her. We got a case of a creep here. Maybe we should investigate on that. Oh shit! This girl on the right. Ah. You will see. It's possibly even worse than the guy at the bar in the first town. It's questionable, but we can't accept them yet. Seems like a good person. Don't suspect you, but nothing like this ever happened before. We never had a visitor from inside the forest, so it just seems the most plausible explanation. Yeah. You're looking at the info of the river? Sorry, you have to look elsewhere. You know nothing of value to you. What do you know about the poison? Nothing. It was just there all of a sudden. I don't know what you're planning, but you should just give it up and confess already. Do I have the balls to even talk to this girl here? We gotta do it. Brace yourselves. Hey, can I tickle you? Sure. Your SP and extra gauges were fully restored. You're always so sensitive. That was so much fun. Come on, let me tickle you again sometime. No. Okay. Thank God she won't do it again. Yeah, so you have a girl, a little girl that can tickle you. Think of that what you will. There's a blacksmith in Selray, which reinforces weapons using beast and plant materials as well as only reinforced weapons and armor. Alright, so see, that was the doubt I had a few episodes ago, because I didn't remember what you could do with like old stuff that you powered up. No, you can just turn it in here. and carry out the properties. At least in some fashion. We'll see how that works exactly. Alright, if you want it, then Sirio. Alright, can I talk to you? You really don't look like the kind of guy who poisoned the river, but I just have to wait for you to prove your innocence, I guess. Don't let us down. Alright. So, for example, I have this Lasher DX. Does that stuff that I have? Yes, I have that. Wait. Yeah, I can use beast materials. I can use plant materials, but it said I could use other weapons. Maybe I don't have any. Because I sold everything? Yeah, I sold everything. Okay. Okay, so we'll just have to see what happens if you try to use a weapon on a weapon, right? And my guess is that you'll at least carry over some properties. What do you have? Bronze Edge DX. See, I could buy this, which is a little stronger, and then try to take the previous weapon and put it on top of this. And then a Shark Fin DX, and then that's it. There's also armor. Okay, so we'll get one of these for Adol, we get one of these for Buren. And we don't have enough money to buy both of these, but... So if I buy a Bronze Edge DX, let's try it, right? I'm buying this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and sell the old armor. Both of them. It gives me enough money so that I can buy Sharkfin DX. Right, but instead of selling the weapons, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back in here. So if I'm gonna do reinforce, right? I'm gonna take the bronze. Wait. Yeah, this is the old one. Strength 63. I'll take the bronze as DX. See, I can't. Let me see that tutorial again. Is it on journal, I think? Yeah, manual. Right. Weapon reinforcement. Blacksmith Selray allows you to reinforce weapons and other material. Reinforce weapons and armor using beast and plant materials, as well as other reinforced weapons and armor. Maybe it's not reinforced. So what if I gotta be honest, I played this game 3 times. I never used this feature a lot. So I'm gonna take the Slasher DX, right? I'm gonna give it 1 iron, right? Slasher DX plus 1. Now I can't even select that. Can I sell some crap that I'm not using? Like one of these? So, it's not enough. Can I sell some other crap I'm not using? Like maybe some marl flowers. Here you go. 4 marl flowers, whatever. So now I'm gonna take the bronze edge. See, it doesn't let me use the weapons. So what the hell? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this Eagle at the axe to get back some money. I'm gonna keep that. Maybe there's something I'm missing. I may have to look it up. And what do we have this way? Pickers! Here's a routing fruit for you. Get mad. Alright. Let's give it a Chico nut. No, I don't want to talk to you. Talk to you. Take a Cheeto nut. Be well. Good. We'll come back to you guys. If you can find a fish to eat, then I'll have to... No, what am I thinking? Eat the pickers. Do it, coward. Kazak said he used to live in the forest all on his own, but he said it was before I was born, so that's all I know. Alright. What's in this house? This fancy looking house? What's going on here? Who are you? Oh, Adol. It's good to see you. Didn't think you'd come back here. Who might you be? I lost my memory, dude. My name is Gazak. Wait, you're not serious, are you? You didn't forget me, did you? I did. Actually, I forgot you for sure. You lost your memories. See, that's terrible. Huh. You're a lot more understanding than the other villagers. Well, Adol and I became good friends when he last stopped by. Can't believe people suspect you'd poison the river. I know you'd never do such a thing. Wish there was something I could do to help. I've spent so much of my time in the forest lately. I doubt anyone was going to believe any defense I could put together. In the forest? What were you doing there? One of Gazak's interests is exploring old ruins. Yup. I lived in the forest all by my lonesome until a few decades ago. I got pretty used to it, really. You're kidding. Man, you must be pretty tough to have survived in a place like that for so long. But of course, that's why people call me Gazak the Strong. But don't let me hold you up. Looks like you got more important things to do than stand around and chit-chat. I apologize for taking up your time as well. Come on, let's get back to asking around. And we concluded nothing. And this was completely useless. Great. Well, at least we explored the area. What's going on over here? Is there anything here? No, well, we can swim. There's another huge fish. Many huge fishy. Wait, can I not go? Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, the map says I can go. Why can't I go? Oh, it just loops me back to this area. Okay. Nothing here then. I'm gonna head back to the center of town, I guess. Talk to you, maybe. Poison didn't make it this far down the river. As a result, the village drinking water is safe for the time being, but I can't say with confidence it will remain that way. If poison was to reach our drinking water, this village would be finished. Figure out the culprit, hurry up, catch the real one. Alright, back to the center about you dudes. So boring when we can't go out and fish. All you do is grumble about not being able to go fishing. If you got time to grumble, spend it sorting out what I'm going to eat instead. I would if I could, but what am I supposed to do? How long has it been since the poison first appeared in the river anyway? Oh, it's you. I see you're investigating the poisoning with Ozma. Well, go on, Rain, I'll answer the question. Right. Poison first appeared in the river about 10 days ago, I think. 10 days? Quite a while ago, then. Is that all you have to say? What? You're missing the most important detail. It happened immediately after this red swordsman here left the village. Then it couldn't have been him because he left, and then if the poison appeared immediately, he wouldn't have time. He wouldn't have had time. I mean, Adol wouldn't have had time to do it, right? But really, and he disappeared without telling anyone where he was going, or even telling anyone that he was leaving. How could we not suspect him? That's a mountain of evidence implicating him in this. We admit, I see your point. Still, the evidence against Adol is purely circumstantial. We cannot prove his guilt any more than his innocence. We must continue our investigation. What about you? Doc, have you seen anything? There's a fresh leaf for you. I guess here's a flower. I have plenty of the darn things anyway. Hey, more split air. What about a little duck? Here's a fresh leaf. I don't know how many fresh leaves I have, I should check. And here's a more flower for you. Oh, I mean, get lost, poisoner. I'm not gonna help a baddie like you. Go away. Right, fuck you too, kid. We talked to you guys. We talked to this person. Let me see if I can remember how to play this game. We haven't been in that house, I believe. That one on the bottom left. We've been in the upper right. We've been up there. Yeah, I haven't been this way. And then I believe I talked to everyone. There's nothing left. Oh, wait. I haven't talked to the girl and the frog. Right. The frog seems afraid to go back into the river. I can't say I blame him. I mean, there's really a chance someone might get poisoned again. You, frog, tell me your secrets. I can only poke it. That's gonna make it mad. Yeah. Alright, whatever. No. Stop talking to the frog. Thank you. Intend to find the real culprit? Well, investigate for as long as you'd like. But if you can't find another culprit, you have to be best prepared for the consequences. Well, you guys haven't given me a time limit, so I'm gonna investigate as long as I want. I talked to this girl over here? No. The river dyed crimson, a horrifying sight. Hey, my hair is crimson. Oh wait, shit, then you must be the culprit. I take it you're not talking about the setting sun or anything like that, are you? The color of blood is the color of death. Would be the color of... Should it be the color of life? I mean, that's literally what's keeping you alive, dude. Yet no one was hurt. Our only salvation. So that means the poison was red. Can't imagine how much you need to dye a whole river, though. It lasted mere moments, but the river was stained as red as the eye could see. Source was upstream. All that remained were the corpses of the fish. We know not when the river will be pure once again, thus the man cannot fish. That does sound pretty tough. Were the fishermen okay? The ones who were out in the water when the poison first showed up? Fortunately, they noticed quickly. There were no casualties. Several fishermen who had come into contact with the substance did fall ill, but all of them have made a full recovery since. Our only salvations. The Spartans were injured too. A large amount of poison coming from upstream? We might be dealing with a bigger disaster than I thought. I think we got enough information to start with at least. Let's go through what we know and see if we can sort it out. Let's see, when the villagers first noticed the poison. After I left. You noticed this after you left Selray. That's why you're getting blamed for it. Next question is, how did they notice it? Rivers dyed red. Since whatever was in their colored the water red, it must have been a hell of a thing to see. And where did the poison originate from? Upstream. That's right, and it came from upstream. It must have come from somewhere outside of Selray. Alright, if you add that together, who stands out the most likely culprit? It was me, it had to be me. You know, the Spartas are upstream. I guess, you know, they should be investigated too. What leads you to that conclusion? Makes sense when you think about it. You need a whole lot of poison to dye an entire river red, and that. And if it came from upstream, that would mean someone poured it into the river from somewhere outside the village. No way anyone can lug that much poison through monster-infested woodlands. Not on their own like Adol would have been. I mean, I'm not saying it'd be impossible to poison the river from upstream, but to dye the whole river red? Not likely. They seem rather implausible. So your conclusion then is that the culprit may be a natural occurrence or a creature. Adol, and you said your name was Duran, yes? Could I ask you to come with me? Ugh, I feel sick. Adol, I can't believe you're okay with all this trashing. Is that a bird? Lucky thing up there all graceful and we're stuck down here on these things. It's a bird, it's a plane! No, it's not Superman, it's a weird paper thing. Oh crap, is that... Sure looks that way. Looks just like what they described in Selray. Isn't it harmful to the Spartans? Okay. This should be far enough. Adol, I feel I must apologize to you. What? Why now?
Yes.
That is why I brought you here. I know the culprit that poisoned the river. Huh? Really? So why'd you keep quiet about it all this time? My reason hardly makes up for all that you've been through. As you suspect, the poison was not put into the river by a human. Rather, it was the Spartans themselves who befouled the water. What? Far upstream lies a Sparta breeding ground. I'm almost certain that they are responsible for this incident.
Hold on.
Aren't the Spartans sacred beasts? What kind of sacred beast goes around poisoning rivers? Spartans raised in Selray are not able to do so. Wild Spartans, however, are known to secrete a poisonous substance when they become excited or scared. Seriously? Do the villagers know? Well, obviously they don't know about this, because otherwise they could just told us. I'm truly sorry. The people of my tribe have raised Spartans for ages, all the while obeying the ancient laws pertaining to them. Those laws forbid us from telling others the secrets of the Sparta. This includes the fact that wild Spartans be poisoned. So your reason for bringing us all the way out here was to keep anyone else from hearing you. Does that mean something like this has happened before?
No.
As far as I'm aware, this quantity of poison has never been found in the river prior to now. Those not of my tribe are forbidden to approach the wild Sparda's breeding ground, and have been for as long as I know. I was told that this was to avoid angering them, but of course protecting their secrets was also of the utmost concern. Well, I guess that's God's dream. Something must have gone wrong. Wait a second, Adol, you know what this means, right? You're not allowed in the Sparda's breeding ground. Actually, it's his tribe that is not allowed in the Sparda's breeding ground. We are not of his tribe, so we can go. Logic wins again. Which means we just have to leave this to Ozma while we go back to the village and relax. Actually, while I realize it is quite brazen of me to ask for a favor after causing you so much trouble, I would be most appreciative if the two of you would come with me. Why? Right, so can you remind us where we're going? As you wish. Wild Sparda breeding ground is situated south of Selray. That drawing you call it a map, it would be about here, I believe. So as long as we follow the river south, we'll be there in no time. Doesn't seem too far from here. Indeed, the entrance is situated near a waterfall basin, and it is difficult to miss. I've told the villagers that we are continuing the investigation. Make sure you're properly equipped for the perils that await before leaving the village. Alright then, let's do this. And we got Ozma in the party. We will check him out next time on Memories of Celceta. See you then.